So what happens on your overlap day then on the Wednesday? What does that look like?
Frantic.
So we usually have, if diaries allow, we'll have our catch-up meeting with our boss. And one of the things I think you have to watch out with the job share is because you talk to each other so much, you possibly don't use your boss as a kind of sounding board to help you make decisions in a way that you otherwise would.
Yeah.
And we definitely had to kind of adjust against that because we just realised there was this resource that we weren't really using very well.
Yeah.
And we were kind of doing we've decided X, Y and Z, and now we do more of this is what we're thinking about to kind of make sure that we get the benefit of that other person being part of the decision making.
And we try and also do with our whole directorate, if we're having whole directorate sort of more formal meetings, we try and do those on a Wednesday so we can both be there, and we try and have our senior management meeting with all of our direct reports on a Wednesday, so again we're all there. And otherwise we try and spend time together so that we can spend less time in the evening, although it's quite interesting actually. I think the difference between when we were working at deputy director level to working at director level, I think when we were at deputy director level we usually managed to do our handover during the day on a Wednesday. Since we've been at director level, never happens. We always end up having to speak on a Wednesday evening just because there isn't the time. Both, I think there is more going on, so the paper handover is more important, I think, than it was in the Treasury. But also just our days are just that much busier and there's more to cram into them. So yeah, no, we don't have as much time to speak to each other. And we also, it's quite handy on a Wednesday, we call it dividing and ruling, but we, if we have multiple meetings on a Wednesday, we do sometimes, one does another, so we can cram more into the diary.
Do you hand over on the weekends or on an evenings or both in terms of role continuity?
So, so Polly works Monday to Wednesday, I work Wednesday to Friday. I come in on Wednesday having not had a handover, so I sort of, just because Polly doesn't have time, so I tend to come in having read the email but not having had a handover, but you know, you can kind of be on top of stuff, and we have some time at the beginning of a Wednesday when Polly can, in terms of the meetings of that day, particularly if I'm going to any on my own, she can tell me what I need to know for those meetings. And then Polly will write a handover on a Wednesday afternoon, and then we'll talk about it on Wednesday evening. And then at the weekend, I usually write the handover on a Saturday, sometimes on a Friday night, and then we'll talk about it whenever is convenient for us over the weekend.
And what does your handover look like? What would it typically include?
It's a big table where we have a kind of almost like a to-do list at the top of kind of urgent things, and then we have the different areas of things we're particularly working on or worried about, and management down one side, and we just have a kind of bit of an update and what needs action points.
The thing that we've started doing recently, just because we have the technology to do it now, is because we have laptops that we can carry around in meetings, we have a virtual notebook. So now we actually write our notes of meetings straight onto the computer, and then we can each see it, and it's a
shared notebook.
It's a shared notebook, and only we have access to it, so we're able to be as frank and as open in it as we could be in our paper notebooks. So that has actually been really good and really useful, and it's been quite interesting because I think it's been another. It's taken us a while, I think, to get used to each other's style and shorthand, but I think we're getting there now. So there's actually fewer questions on it than there were when we first started doing it.